It's 6:05, and we'll call the meeting to order. Tobias, if you do roll call.
Harsted.
Here.
And Shooty. There's a quorum for council. And Osby.
Here. Okay, a motion to approve the agenda. Do we have an addition?
Yep. With adding Shaw's appeal to the property assessment objections.
Move to approve the amended agenda.
Roll call vote.
Harsted.
Aye.
Shooty.
Okay.
Aye, motion carried.
Anybody have a conflict of interest? I'm not appealing. I don't think any of us are, so. Okay, well,
I'll need it.
pardon?
Yep. Motion to adjourn as city council at,
Okay, motion to adjourn the city council at 6:06 and open the local board of equalization.
Move.
okay, Shooty. Harsted.
Aye.
Okay. Roll call for local board. Hill. Harsted.
Here.
Shooty. Osby.
Here. Okay, review of the assessment book.
I went through it. They didn't include any rural service parcels. Last year they did. So I have a whole list here of rural service parcels that I would like to at least get a motion on the books that I can add them and confirm them if they're not in the rural service.
Move.
Okay.
Roll call.
Okay. Hill. Harsted.
Aye.
Shooty.
And omissions or corrections of assessments. Just a statement we made.
Yep, this is what we did and did the motion.
Okay. Well, then we'll go ahead and get started with Chad or Melinda. Yes, Paul?
Chad here. So, I think this is probably the fifth or the sixth time I've actually been here in 2024 since we built our house, late 17, moved into April 18. I did have two gentlemen up from the assessor's office here a few weeks back. I got better and less than them. Asked them a few questions regarding, the comp was 6 months old. It was in the county, but they wouldn't tell me where. It was not in city Crooks. And then just some of the questions based on, okay, are you going off finished square footage, some of that, and the answers were all over the place. Like I said, I was less than impressed, but I guess to just kind of, in the sake of time, cut it short, I believe that my home value is unchanged from 2025, so I'm just asking the board to keep it the same, or the assessed value in 2025.
Which would be a total of 457.
457.3, correct.
Any,
Move to approve.
okay, roll call.
One second, let me read out all these motions. Okay. Hill. Harsted.
Aye.
Shooty. All right. Okay.
Okay, John or Jesse?
That value last year was $400. 601 Henry Drive is kind of in our backyard, similar property, age, square foot. It makes sense based on what that sale was and then our assessment last year. So then just kind of home values nationwide, everything reads, it's going to be flat, the top of 4%. And then like I outlined here, quick valuations are going to be even less predictable with installation of relocation. So I don't think that we can say 15% is reasonable for this year. 2% on our special valuation, and we left our limits to get that calculation that we got.
What is the amount you're asking for?
577,994. Total.
Move to approve?
Harsted,
Roll call vote?
Hill, Harsted,
Aye.
Shooty.
Rob, are you in? Oh, okay. I didn't,
So our, like Jesse here too, our value went up about 14.5% this year. We've been here the last 3 or 4 years as well. I think about 2 years ago, we were supposed to go up about 35%. And if I recalculate in the last 3 years, now we've already done that, and now we're going to go up another 15%. So, our value that we thought was from 0 to 2%, so we have 2% on here. And the total value is
571. Okay, motion?
Do you need more, do you need the
Yeah, we'll need the
breakout?
PT 17 form from you. Do you have that? Yes, that's what we will need, just for, so we can get it down to equalization. But otherwise, that's fine. It's the only thing that we're missing.
Move to approve?
Roll call?
Okay, we have Harsted,
Aye.
Hill, Shooty. Okay.
Moving right along, sorry.
Yeah, so very similar, situation. Last year, property value went down, but the building value went down, but the property value went up by 18%. Keeping it relatively stable for the same, for both prices, or for the total, I should say. And then this year, it was now an 18% jump, for ours, for the building value, property stayed the same. And going back to 2024, when we had somebody come in and actually do an assessment, we had an independent assessment, it hasn't changed. And that's why I'm looking at to keep it the same at the 638,500, for the total.
Okay, is there a motion?
Move to approve?
Roll call vote?
Hill, Harsted,
Aye.
Shooty.
Mr. Ivers?
Sure, okay, so then our assessment, based upon, this year's appraisal, we only have vacant land. The house and the lot are, I just went from this year's appraisal for a lot. And I'm saying that, due to the essentially certain adoption of the TIF, that we are actually can see, Amazon, we can see, we will be able to see Smithfield from our house, even the general street is gonna probably still can't get all of our stuff. My son is probably going to build on a vacant lot. And so it's definitely gonna affect the value, so I just thought 20% off the current, assessed value would be reasonable.
20% off of 2025's value?
The assessment that they just, you know,
Oh, the one they just did,
yeah,
which is
46.
1.1% lower than the year before. Before we make a motion, I'd just say, I don't think we can, as you can see, we're for our citizens here, but I don't think we can, as a fact, or as I don't think we can say Amazon or Smithfield's doing this right now, because we don't. That's all speculation. If you just ask for what you think it should be, I think you're gonna see a cooperative board.
okay, well,
What-
all right, so I guess, I mean, if you went to a realtor.
Yeah,
probably-
no, we're not arguing with you. I'm just saying,
Okay, well, I can.
right now, that's,
I'll give you a value, and I've got, the full and true value, and it's just a lot, there's 37,424, and I brought the,
Okay,
So that's fine,
we'll collect it all after the meeting.
yeah, we'll just,
Move to approve.
roll call vote,
Hill.
Aye.
Harsted.
Aye.
Shooty. Okay.
Nathan or Caitlin, I don't see, Caitlin must be here, no? Okay,
They did fill out a requested amount,
Yeah.
however, right?
Yep, they're under a
They did.
similar situation as all of the.
Motion to approve.
No, that's easy enough.
roll call vote,
Hill. Harsted.
Aye.
Shooty. Okay. Now, Breeze.
okay, Steve or Chris?
So again, same situation, just kind of took a look at the appraised values on the house in Wanda. We've had some increases in the past, we never received it. Adoption or anything like that, we did it last year, 2 years ago, but just asking for this year to have it lowered. The amount that we're asking for is total amount that
Okay.
Second,
Okay.
roll call vote,
Hill.
Aye.
Harsted.
Aye.
Shooty.
Aye.
Okay.
Brad, Melissa,
Maybe just everyone else.
No motion.
Okay.
Second.
I guess I'll have Eric be second.
and roll call vote.
Hill.
Aye.
Harsted.
Aye.
Shooty.
Dan or Holly? Did they fill out?
No, that's so, everyone who notified me is on the agenda. Sorry, you guys didn't mean to do that, but I asked everyone, like, you emailed me, I didn't see a value, that's why I'm asking for the PT-17, because the county is gonna say, Tobias, you can put them on the agenda, where's the form? So I don't, everyone got the letter too, right, like the notice in the mail, and it is an email. Email, right, like, yeah, so I just wanna make sure, like, everyone got, like, we went, I tried to make sure everyone is here because, yeah,
So we did not get what we need from Rambas?
they want, no, I mean, I don't have a PT-17 that they said they were getting to us by the end of the day for this meeting,
So do
so.
we need to take action on it? I mean, there's no request really, right? What do
No,
we need
I
to
have
do?
not, I have nothing where, unless, I don't have anything. That's the whole.
So
set.
do we need to, do we? need
Yeah,
to
I mean, you
deny?
need to either deny, that way they have a chance to appeal to the county.
Motion to deny.
I'll second.
Roll call vote,
Motion to deny and leave unchanged, right, from county?
Correct.
Okay. Hill?
Aye.
Shooty? Harsted?
Aye.
Okay, all right.
and now somebody that's never been here before, Ron Shaw. That's a joke.
Yeah, I think I've been here quite a few years, and we've lived here, built our home in 12, moved in 13. And I've appealed probably the majority of those times. I'm a realist, I know things go up and you don't want to change taxes, but ours has been a high of 32% this year. I didn't question the lot value, it was up a little bit, but the structure value was up 18.2%. I talked to 4 different realtors, major realtors out of Sioux Falls, and they said 24 and even more so 25 were down market in the real estate. I asked them why. They said the 2 main reasons were high interest rates and high costs on homes. And I know that this day and age, homes cost more to build, I won't argue that. Also went in and talked to the director of equalization twice between when I got my assessment and tonight's meeting. And they go over all these formulas and everything they use, and it just doesn't add up to me. And I realize what you do tonight, we're still gonna have to go to the board, and the county board in Sioux Falls. But what I did to calculate mine, if you look at mine was the largest recommended increase. It was 6.27, which I feel is realistic. And I based that on one of those four realtors came out to our home and did a assessment on our home. They go through the house, they compare it to sales. And what they give you, that page here, excuse me. They give you two figures with a range to them. They give you a list price that they would recommend listing your house for, which is a high and a low. And then whoever lists it will decide. And then they also give you a projected selling price based on the market. And so what I did is I took the average list and the average sell, and I came up with a value, total value of 589.050, which gave me the 6.3% increase. And I could break that down, but since they give you a total lot and house, that's what I went by. So if you look on my sheet, my recommendation was 589.050 and the lot price, 510.128. Structure 78.922 for the lot, so a total of 589.050. And you're welcome to look at this. They call it a real estate market analysis, and it was done by Amy Stockford Real Estate.
There a motion?
Move to approve.
Roll call vote.
Bill.
Aye.
Harsted.
Aye.
Shooty.
Aye.
Holcomb. All my motion carried.
And Jennifer. Aye.
Hello. So I have pretty much the same reason everybody else does. My property taxes have gone up year on year. It is a down market right now. And especially, you know, in our area, some areas are different, but. So I did put an appeal in for my value. I'd like to amend my request to a total value of 180 would be my request.
So last year was 283,100. This year it's 279,986, and you want it 180?
Yes, sir.
I'll
That's a-
say this, the likelihood of this getting appealed at the county is,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
just so, and I know a couple of you have never done this before. So maybe just a clarification. This isn't the final decision. This just moves it on in the process. So as Ron is quite well known, now it goes to the County Board of Equalization. They have the final say. So we can approve whatever the heck we want to approve here tonight. They get the final say. We have had wild changes in 1 year they okayed every single one of them. The next year they denied every single one of them. It's not unlike your experience with the assessors that came out. The information that they provide to us is not great. The only reason that we are here is this is local control. So we can approve this. Is it gonna end up that way? I highly doubt it. But it gets you to the next step in the fight. That's what is happening tonight, just so you know. So I'll make a motion to approve.
480,
Yep.
so 20 for land, 160 for structure.
Yep.
Okay. Let me write all this out so I get it all right.
Roll call vote.
Hill.
Aye.
Harsted.
Aye.
Shooty. Oh, Jones. Tom. Phil Schaefer and then
Yep.
Sean.
Here's your PT 17.
Yeah.
Since I didn't email it to you earlier.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Well, like all my neighbors, only had about a 50% increase, and then you try to put 25% on myself. So I'm actually gonna agree to the 15% increase, so I want total value of 545, 445.
A motion.
Move to approve.
Um,
Roll call.
Hill,
Aye.
Harsted,
Aye.
Shooty.
Aye.
No, Shaw. Theirs increased $80,273 from the
What's the
20.
name?
Shaw, Tom and
Okay.
Thomas. Total request is, yeah, that was my oversight. I got
Gotcha.
lost in the shuffle. Request is for 50,000 land value rate and 400,000 for the structure value, bringing total to 450.
Move to approve.
Okay. Yeah, really good equalization.
And roll call vote.
Hill. Harsted.
Aye.
Shooty.
And before we, close the assessment book, I just wanna say, back up what Mike says, but I want you to look at your, the bill, not this yellow one, but where it's itemized out and what the school and the library get. I just want you to know, if you look at what the city of Crooks get, it's .027. When I first became mayor, I think it was .031 or 2, somewhere in there. And we didn't opt out on, so we haven't gone like some towns where we've, let our taxes go up. The city of Crooks taxes get less. I just want you to know that. It's all this other stuff that's going up, but look at your bill and look at what this Crooks mill levy is, and it goes down every year. I just want you to know that.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I think maybe, I hope Tobias can answer this. Can you tell me what the average increase was?
So I asked them down at the county, they classify homes into different neighborhoods, and then they give you a variety of rows, and then it varies between the row. If you're in the newer development, and this is where I try to make sense of it, you can be in a newer development in an old neighborhood as well as in a new neighborhood. So in your area, the average increase, now this incorporates the other homes too, that could have been built prior to that, was 7.69, and the other portion was, I'll say 0.14 something, but then it can vary within those rows. And then some of you guys who are here are at the 15, 16, 17, 18% row. And they wouldn't just give me just one average.
Another solid example of the great information we get from the county.
Yeah.
What did you say the other side?
So so it depends on your neighborhood and how they classify, but they don't put it on the assessment roll. They give you like a variety of, like an Excel sheet. And then they give you a variety of information on that sheet. And then within those rows, depends on the assessed value, they differ. So it could be, and I'm hypothetically, some on 5 streets down from you could have been built the same year, could have been assessed differently than you. I mean, I tried to make sense of it, and then I was like, well, just make it easy. What's the average? And then the average was like 7.69, but that average may be depressed with other values. So your best question is asking them which neighborhood you're in, because they didn't provide it on the assessment roll, so I couldn't reconstruct it. So I have to take what they're telling me at face value.
And then what do you classify as newer or older?
I shouldn't have, I don't know. I asked him, I was like, well, how do I know? Well, how can I, help folks out? I mean, it just, oh, well, I don't know if it's new or old. So based on your increases, I'm guessing new development post 2001, 2 stories, story and a half. That's how I kind of pieced it together, but I had to essentially reverse engineer it from the information, but based on the information you've supplied here.
Right?
Then I'll also say I appreciate what you folks do, and in my, I think I got tenure here, but at least I mean, you're doing a little bit different now because everybody that appeals here is gonna have to go, at least, I would think most everybody, but that you listen to reason and
Well,
more realistic.
Did any of you get a call from the county since you applied to get
Yeah,
equalized?
I did, and then that's when I had the 2 assessors out, and like I said earlier, I was less than impressed, because I can't imagine that they give you folks any more guidance than they gave me that day, and I was regretting my decision to let them in the house.
I had one out a couple of years ago. And they looked at everything. And, I've got the blueprints from my house as far as the square footage, finished square footage. And what they came up with and what's on the blueprint is off. I mean, it's only a couple hundred square feet, that's a couple hundred square feet. And I would put my money on a blueprint that's drawn to scale as opposed to someone holding a little deal in their hand measuring. So that's what I'm saying they use to do all this. And then I'm also throwing a couple other comments to the group, but I was led to believe that our assessments would be capped at 3% after a bill, Senate Bill 216 was passed last year. Much to my chagrin, it wasn't the case. Something about, they tried to explain it to me, which I could not understand. It was a countywide average, not individual.
Right.
Single-family occupied dwellings, which was frustrating to me because I was led to believe that at least they would put a Band-Aid on the increases that needed a tourniquet put on it. That's just my opinion.
So, but Tobias, you were saying that 6.7% was the average of
Yeah.
everything. So they, obviously that wasn't applied either individually to houses or.
Yeah, but that's just one small piece of Crooks, not Minnehaha County.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
the whole county.
Yeah, the owner occupied is countywide, and then they
Yeah.
still can capture some other variables in there. That's where there's like no, like flat, like just the 3% and that's it.
Okay, do we need a motion?
Yeah, motion to close the assessment book.
Move to close the book.
Arstead. Yep, there, yep, sure. No, no, sure. I can get you one printer too. All good. Okay, Horst. So, okay, let's roll call here. Hill,
We're gonna do a vote here.
Hill, Harsted,
Aye.
Shooty. Okay, all
And,
aye. Motion to close.
motion to close the equalization process.
Move.
Okay, so Hill, Harsted.
Roll call, you got it?
Shooty,
Aye.
Harsted,
Aye.
Hill. All aye, motion carried. A motion to
And a
adjourn.
motion to adjourn as local board of equalization.
Okay, Hill.
Second.
What's the time? 6:32. Okay, Hill,
And,
Harsted,
Aye.
Shooty.
Aye.
Okay, all right.
and a motion to reconvene as Crook City Council in special session.
Move.
Shooty,
Aye.
Harsted.
Aye.
Okay, all right. Okay.
You're welcome to stay around before anybody goes. I'd just like to say, where was our county commission that's supposed to represent people around here on the Smithfield deal? I mean, when you talk about us, we didn't know. But where's our county commission that's supposed to be representative out here of all of us or people in the country or whatever? That's all I got to say is, where the heck were they? I need a motion to approve the meeting minutes of March 9th.
Move. Hey, Melissa,
Thank
you
you.
still need a copy?
Thank you.
You
You're
can
gonna
have
get
mine.
copies of this after
Okay.
the meeting. I'm gonna mail those out, so let me know if you don't get it, and then the county will reach out to you, most likely. Yep, well, thank you guys. You have a good evening.
I have this version that I didn't write all over.
Appreciate you guys.
There you go. You got it.
Want this back? Okay.
Okay,
So-
roll call vote on the approval of the meeting minutes. Okay, did we get a motion?
Right, yeah, right, there was a first and a second?
I thought
You
there
will-
was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, Shooty? Arstead?
Aye.
And now a motion to approve the claim.
Move to approve.
Roll call vote.
Trudy, Arstead.
Aye.
No consent calendar items, no public hearings, no old business. New business would be the first reading of ordinance number 377, an ordinance of the city of Crook, South Dakota, amending the municipal code of the city of Crook, South Dakota by amending Title 7, Public Nuisances, Chapter 7.08, Other Public Nuisances, Chapter 7.0802, failure to remove ice and snow from sidewalks. First reading.
Okay, now let's talk about the,
Referendum.
yep. So we have petitions here to refer resolution 2026-14. That's a small acreage I'm presenting here. I verified them today. We're gonna have them verified tomorrow. They meet the signature requirement. I've reached out to the county. They're willing to combine June primary. So we're having those, getting that in motion. We will most likely, or U.S. Council will have to pass a resolution to order the special election, approve the combined election agreement, and then move ahead with this. So you have two options as council. So it's either, if you don't take action on this, this will go onto the general ballot in November, or you can order a special election within 10 days after being presented these petitions. We have a council meeting next week on Monday. That would be one of the days to do this. Like, we have to get all of this drawn up by the attorney when it comes to the resolution and then the ballot language. And that has to be certified then to the county auditor by the 26th. It'll just be combining the election. And that'd be my suggestion. I mean, obviously I'm waiting for guidance here from Patrick if he recommends sooner this week, if we have to do phone in, whatever, special meeting, but that's where we're at. We're gonna have this here. When Sarah's back tomorrow, she'll also verify these signatures. They well exceeded the signature requirement. And since this was a regular meeting, statutorily, I have to present them at the next meeting. They were submitted on Friday. So, just wanted to give you guys a heads up, and, yeah.
So we're waiting for, official language or motions from
So-
our attorney so we can vote on it.
Yeah, so we need a resolution to, I mean, doesn't specify. Last time we did it in 2018 when we had a special election, we did it by resolution. He recommended that. There's a resolution I'll try to draft initially and then have him put the refinements on it. And those resolutions go into effect immediately. Our state election ones. It's one of those few where the provision of 913 is, they go into effect right away.
I don't understand what that means.
It's essentially, it's a clause in state law that allows you to have certain resolutions that meet, health, welfare, go into effect immediately, and elections is one of those things.
Okay.
So in case you have something like this, that will go into
So
effect.
it basically just stops action.
Yep, we can't take any
Until the
action on this end. You guys can't for anything in the interim. So this exclusion resolution will not be filed. And that's, the voters want to vote on this. That's what these petitions say. And the resolution means it can go into effect. That way we can certify the ballot language, everything, right
So that
away.
was my next question. So then we will have, in the primary election in June,
Mhm.
people will have to vote yes DNX or no DNX?
Yes, so that would be the ballot
Okay.
language. We'll
Okay.
publish a notice of election twice with the full text of the resolution. And then, the county auditor, so their absentee voting starts sooner than ours, so
Yep.
our absentee voting will be handled by them, so folks who are in Sioux Falls can vote there. Otherwise, we'll furnish them with absentee ballot applications. There will be no absentee voting in here, so just so you know, but, yeah, and then it's just whoever, for the primary, then they can vote, the ballot then. That's at least my understanding. And we have the agreement pretty much in final draft stage. It's gonna go down to the state's attorney's office. And then, just,
And this is for the lot or the house.
correct, that's the two, that, well, I don't know if the de-annexation, I don't know their sales agreement, that's really not our problem.
No, but I don't wanna screw them if they said like, oh.
There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, this goes
Petition's
to a
been
vote
filed,
either
it's
way.
done.
Yeah, this has been
Yeah.
done. So if this hadn't been filed, you could have, in theory, you could have passed a resolution tonight saying, okay, we're rescinding that. Once these were submitted, it has to go to a vote. Like statutorily, everything's on pause. We have to take it to a vote. I'm trying to do my best to make this where we can keep it on a consistent schedule and, work on all of this, because this is, once they're in hand, we have to move.
So we have to
Yep.
follow.
Yep, and it's either the option between general election, which that would push it out until November. I think this is one of those matters where, yep, getting it done during the primary is probably the best way of doing it. But you guys can decide differently too. It's just, if you want to do it on a different day, we have to do it within 10 days. And that means there's a week to think about until the next meeting on Monday, or if we have to move sooner, obviously we'll duly notice the meeting, but yeah. And this is, I mean, people are exercising their rights, and
Yeah.
we checked with the state that the petition was fine, checked with the attorney, petition looked good. No,
Okay,
yes, no. Open comment?
okay, anybody have questions?
So it
on
requires
that?
no action tonight.
No.
Just, that was just information on.
Yeah, that's the FYI, because I have to present them to you, and then,
Okay, open comments?
yeah.
Mike?
Move to adjourn.
Eric wanted to stay, okay. Shooty. Arstead.
All right.
Okay.
Good job, fellas.